We're in the opening half of August, mean only one thing. The Boyle Sports Derby is soon upon us. We're here at Shelbourne Park for the drop draw. Kevin, we've seen all 24 heats drawn out, and I suppose the best came first. Heat 1. We're going to see Lahill Blake, the defending Derby champion, in action in the very first heat. I suppose it's a great way to kick off the Derby.
Yeah, it is, and all the hype so far in the last few weeks has been whether he'll run, whether he won't run. We'll know come Thursday night, and if he lines up in this heat, I think he'll be close to fully fit. They've nothing to lose. It's only going to gain to his reputation. His reputation's already made, so they've nothing to risk essentially. If he lines up here, you can bet your bottom dollar he's going to be 90% at worst fit. However, it's a real tough heat he's got. I'm sure Mick O'Donovan and the rest of the crew were hoping for an easy passage through the first round. It's not happened.
Yeah, if you were Michael O'Donovan, you'd be hoping for a race where maybe a few strong running greyhounds in against you, you get out in front and catch him if you can. But he has Slippery Fred and Ballyback Mike up against him, both dogs that can fly to a corner. Obviously Lahill Blake can really motor to a corner, but he's well drawn in 6. And you know, as you say, if he is over 90% fit, he should probably win, but it won't be easy.
No, it won't be easy. He will probably win if he is close to 90% fit. Ballyback Mike is a dog I really think will go very far in this competition. He's got lightning quick early pace. He stays the 550-yard trip. And I think if you were Mick O'Donovan, you're probably hoping to avoid probably 5 greyhounds, the lightning 5 starters, and Ballyback Mike is one of them. Slippery Fred can be slightly inconsistent at the box, but when he hits the ground, he's a very fast dog. And I think he's slightly been overlooked because of his disappointment in England. If you take out his English form and just go off his running in Shelbourne Park, he's definitely in the top 5 of the betting. So it's far from ideal for Blake, but if he is back to his best, he's going to be the one to beat.
Also on Thursday night, another one of the big 3 in the betting. Ballymac Matt is in action, but he's taking on a dog you know plenty about, JT Jet, of course trained by your father, and a dog that a lot of people are whispering about. We were wondering why he hadn't run here at Shelbourne Park. He'd only had the one trial, and we were suspect, but he's going to line up, it seems, and if he does take to this place, he's going to be a big player, but a big test in the first round with Ballymac Matt.
Yeah, far from ideal. He's drawn in 5 as well. I prefer him out in 6. Just got a big engine, but he is still a pup. You can't rush these dogs, and he's a big dog. It's not as though he's a 70-pound dog that will come forward very, very quickly. He's a sizable dog that needs time, and that's basically, we've time on our side. Whatever he does this year is a bonus. He is probably next year's dog. Greenwell Hulk is another dog that his best days are probably behind him, but he's a strong running sort, and he won't be too far away as well. It's a real good race. It's going to come down to which of those 3 probably leads for me. I think Matt is probably a little bit more forward than the other 2, and he's not second favourite for nothing. Liam Dowling has talked this dog up to the hills, and he was a big money purchase back in Tralee, so I'd say he'll take all the beating in that heat.
And of course, completing the top 3 in the betting is Ballydoyle Honey, the superstar bitch. We'll have to wait until Saturday night to watch her in action, but the connections, they didn't know whether to see her as a middle, an inside, or wide. As it happens, she's in a heat of 6 inside runners, and she's got trap 3, and in truth it's probably ideal.
It is ideal. I wouldn't say it's ideal for connections for Graham Holland because he's 3 in the 1 heat there, but she should come through that heat. She's a superstar, like you said. She's probably the best bitch we've got to see in a long, long time. She does everything. She can trap, she is early, she's back straight pace, she comes home strong. The big question is how she'll compete against the dogs. It shouldn't be an issue. Springtime was able to do it, and Ballydoyle Honey's running here. You would suggest that she will have no problem doing it too. If there is a flaw, if there is a concern, it would be just if there was an early pace runner inside her, how she'd get across to the bend. That's my only concern with her. I don't think she's got enough early to clear the best early pace runners. If I'm looking for a flaw and I have the Boyle Sport hand, I'm looking to lay her, that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, well there's 24 heats in all. Obviously there's too many for us to go through, but in depth wise it looks a strong derby. It's a derby where we're looking at it going, it's probably going to be won by, the strong chance it's going to be won by a more of an up-and-coming young dog rather than the established stars. It has that sort of feel to it. That's why people are talking about the likes of JT Jet, Secreto, that sort of dog, that sort of profile, lightly raced, going to improve. But anything can happen in the coming weeks, and I'm sure as odds compilers you're looking at it going, well, let's show these young dogs a bit of respect in the derby that's in it.
Yeah, and it's brilliant because last year was sort of a contrast. We had the likes of Ballymac Vic and Tyra Sugar Ray, the great old timers, but as we saw with Blake, the Derby suits an up-and-coming superstar. The Derby is open for that young dog like Secreto, like JT Jet, like House Doctor to really grab it by the scruff of the neck, like Blake did last year, and stamp his authority. And as a odds compiler, that's a brilliant thing, and you're happy to lay the established dogs because you know there's always the chance and the likelihood that the up-and-coming superstars will become superstars here on this main stage. We're happy to take on any dog at the moment. Until you're into the competition, you get a better view of it, but I think there's plenty of young dogs there. I think House Doctor's a dog that won't be too far away, and as you mentioned, Secreto, I was down in Tralee for the Boyle Sports Race of Champions when he ran, and Mossy was telling me before he ran, if this dog, he hasn't broken yet, he has better early than what he'd shown, and on the final night itself he was unbelievable. So if he can transfer that form to Shelbourne Park, watch out.
From a sponsor and bookmaker's point of view, 144 it's a very healthy entry. I'd say you're delighted.
Yeah, and it works out brilliant. First 4 qualified to make 96. It's an ideal scenario, essentially. The one thing I didn't want to happen was, and no disrespect to what happened in England, but for me, I thought it wasn't rightly done, and to knock out the third place finishers in some heats, I thought was very, very unfortunate for Connections, and it left a sour taste in some people's mouth. So I'm delighted that the first 4 goes through, because as we all know, especially in the first round when dogs aren't 100% ready for this, it goes on for 6 weeks. If you have ambitions to win it, you don't want to be peaking on the first round, and it just gives you that little bit of leeway to get through the first round, and hopefully all the best dogs get through.
Give us your 3 against the field.
I think Blake will. He won it for me last year with Charlie Bet, so I'm still a big follower of him. I think he's definitely going to take a lot of beating. Ballybock Mike for his early place at a big price, and JT Valencia, I'm going to put on the Hennessy hat for a moment, but JT Valencia, he's going to be a big price.
He will be a big price.
Was a superstar here last year, didn't work out in England. He's back. He had a great trial in Kenny the other day. He's got trap 1 in the first round. If he can get back to where he was running last year, I don't think he'll be too far away, and I think he could even get treble figures about him.
For what it's worth, I think I'd sooner back the other JT jog, but that's just up for me. Anyway, that's it, folks. It all starts on Thursday night, 12 heats Thursday, 12 heats Saturday. The Boyle Sports Derby is about to kick off.